Hello guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. So today we are making coconut puff puff and we are using fresh coconut. So here we have vanilla sugar, or you can use vanilla essence if you don't have vanilla sugar. And we have flour, and I'm using two different types of flour. So here I have bread flour and I have all-purpose flour. You can use just one type, but I use both. I mix them both. I have some warm water here, yes, and I have some fresh coconut here as well. And here I'm using one whole coconut. You can see that one with the brown. I've left it there to show you the back of it, but I removed the back. But this is how the back looks like when you remove it from the shell, but I didn't want it, so I removed it. That's why you see the rest are all white. Here we have some sugar, we have some salt, we have some yeast, and I'm using instant yeast, yes, so you don't have to proof it. And here we have some coconut flavor. So now to start everything, we're going to start by blending our coconut. So I've put my coconut flesh in my blender and I'm adding some water into it, and we're going to blend the whole thing together. For exact measurement, please have a look at the description box. So here it is. It's very well blended, and I have some coconut flesh in there, obviously, because I did not strain it, and I do not intend to strain it. So it's up to you. If you want to strain yours, strain it, but I am not going to strain mine. All I'm going to do is to remove some of the flesh just with the spoon like that and put it on the side, and I'm going to freeze it and use it in my smoothies or things like that, yeah, because I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm not going to strain the whole thing. It's just that there's too much coconut flesh in there, and I don't want that many coconut flesh in my puff puff, so I'm going to remove some just as you see me doing. So I'm not straining properly, I'm just using my spoon to remove some of them. So do it as you like. If you want to remove everything and strain it completely and use just the milk, that's completely fine. Or if you want to do it the way I'm doing it, that's completely fine too, yeah. But it's just that the one that you have removed and put on the side, please do not throw it away. Keep it in your freezer or in your fridge. Use it in your smoothies, in your yogurt or things like that. It's still very healthy, yeah. So once I'm done, we're gonna start the puff puff. Okay, so here in my bowl, I'm gonna add all my ingredients, yep, without exception. Everything is going in this bowl right now, not really in particular order, yeah, just add everything in there. The only thing is that when you put your yeast, put it on one side and put the salt on the opposite side, because you don't want the salt to touch the yeast, yes, directly, yeah, because it might deactivate your yeast, yeah. So just try and put them on opposite sides. Other than that, everything goes in. Now I'm just going to use my spatula and mix everything together Once everything is well combined, I'm going to put my hands in there. Yes, I'm going to use my hand and beat the dough like back home, like our African moms do it. Yeah, I'm going to use my hand and beat the dough very well before we leave it to rise nicely. Please, before you put your hands in there, make sure your hands are clean, and my hands are washed and clean, so don't worry about that, but make sure you do the same as well. Hygiene is one of the number one when it comes to cooking. Yes, hygiene first. It has to be 5 stars. 5 stars. So here it is. I've been beating my dough for almost 5 minutes, and this is what it's looking like. Do you see the bubbles on top of my dough? Yes, when I beat my dough, I wait until I start seeing bubbles on top like that. Then I believe my dough is ready to go and rest. So I'm going to cover and allow it to rise nicely, to rest in a warm place. Yeah, and yeah, that is it. And now, after resting for an hour and a half, yes, this is what the dough is looking like. You see all these bubbles, tells you that the dough is well proofed. Yeah, it's well done. So look at the top. I'm gonna open it now. Look at the top. I showed you the bottom. This is what the top is looking like. It's bubbling everywhere. That means my dough is perfectly ready for frying. So here I have my dough. I have a bowl of water there because I'm going to dip my fingers into the water to be able to scoop my dough and drop it in the oil. I have a bowl there as well with tissue paper because when I fry my puff, I like to have some tissue paper to absorb. Yes, I put it straight in there because the tissue paper will help absorb most of the oil in there. If not, your puff will be soggy. Yes, so I really love my tissue paper, but if you don't have it, just put it in a strainer, something that will allow the oil to drip out, though it's not going to work the same because tissue paper helps a lot. It helps a lot, yes. So now while you are frying it, make sure your oil is not on extra high heat, on the maximum, and is not on the minimum either. Put it in the middle. You want the fire to be medium, not high, not low. Otherwise, if it's too low, it's going to absorb a lot of oil. If it's too high, it's going to burn and inside is not going to cook. So make sure it's on the middle and keep turning until you reach your desired color. Yeah, some people like it very dark, very brown. Some people like it very light in color, so fry it according to your liking. Yeah, that is it. And once it's ready, just remove it and your puff are ready. There you are, it's ready, it's served. I just sprinkled some desiccated coconut on top of my puff. Yes, because it's coconut puff. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and you will try it. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. And thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.